Hi everyone, and welcome back to my planning series. My name is Cece, and if you're new here, welcome. I first wanted to say thank you to all 102 subscribers. That's a really huge feat, and I appreciate everyone, and I just can't wait to see what this year brings for all of us. So if you missed my planning, different layout videos, this is the monthly planner by Paper Source. Is pocket size. I'll put the link to that video down below, but I did decide to buy it once I realized that I was falling off track with my planning, and as always, that is okay. But I knew that I needed something smaller that I could carry with me more frequently, because what was happening was a lot of dates and a lot of obligations were coming my way. And my weekly planner that you will see later is much bigger, and I didn't have anything to just readily write down what I was agreeing to. So I decided to go ahead and get this. This is a 17-month monthly layout only with a few dotted pages in the back. Those are my favorite. I will explain to you why later. But I love this so far. I can't wait to use it and incorporate it into my planning. And this is what I will probably carry with me all the time. I want to start reviewing a few pens. So this one I also got from Paper Source. It's called Be Curious. It is an erasable gel pen. It's a little black cat. So adorable. It's a 0.7 millimeter. So it's a really good thickness. I typically tend to like anything that's under 1. It's by Légami. Yeah, I think that's what that says. Again, I don't have it in front of me. It's by Légami Milano. What I really love about it is the cap fits onto the bottom. Sometimes for whatever reason, people don't make the cap fit. And I'm like, but why would you do that? You see where my cap is right now? The only reason it's right there is because I had to erase something, or I wanted to show you how the pen erased. But some pens just don't, it doesn't work. But anyway, why I love having dotted pages in the back is because this planner doesn't start until August. So I still have one more week of July to get through. All I did was write my work schedule in the back. As you can see, I'll be working a lot the last week, and those types of weeks have really been happening more frequently as we're transitioning going into back to school. So my schedule has been hectic, so I haven't had time to sit down and plan. So I got my first 2 weeks inside of the monthly planner. My entire August month is done, but because I'm helping support another store, the schedule hasn't been finalized, so I didn't want to write anything in here. This is what the erasable pen looks like. So if you were just wondering, this is written with the erasable pen. Now, I don't like that the squares are so small, but it's fine because it's really just supposed to be for like if somebody is like, hey, Cece, like, can you do this day? And I should be able to flip open and be like, yes or no. That's what this is really for. I will be filling this out probably more at work as I make my schedules for the month, but there is a lot coming up. My son's first day of school is the 22nd of August, and I'm gonna have a second grader. So just expect a lot of different type of content coming from me in the future. I'll talk about like my little YouTube goals maybe in another video. I love the band, keeps it together, and yeah, I love it so far. So let's get into what I usually use, which is my weekly passion planner. It's perpetual. And if you're new here, the reason why I love it being perpetual is because it helps with my planner guilt. So as you can see, I did not fill out an end of the month recap for June. And then, but we did do a video about the halfway year mark, which is neat because I'm actually going to get a storage unit, y'all, which was in my 3-month goals. I'm actually going to get a storage unit. So excited. Well, I'm getting a storage unit because my boyfriend's moving in and he's getting a storage unit, and he told me I could share it. But you know, a win's a win. A win is a win. That's what we're going to say. So I'm going to look back at that 3-month mark so it'll be June to July to August, September. So maybe the September video will talk more about if I actually achieve those 3-month goals. After June comes July, but dang, I did not do July. So we're going to use this for August. I'm pretty sure that almost all of you are familiar with Micron types of pens. This is a 1mm pen. It is Pigma, and you're gonna see like how thick, see how the cap fits on the back. That's a must for me. So we're just gonna fill in the dates. We're just gonna fill in the dates. And again, this is for August. I missed July because life got busy. It happens. That is why I am such a fan of perpetual planning, because I waste less paper. I can always just pick up where I left off. And it's also, I'm like right in the middle. If it's too busy, I don't plan as well because I get overwhelmed with all the things that I have to do. But if it's not very busy, I also sometimes am not consistent with my planning because it's easier for me to remember what I need to do, or I have an established routine, and so I don't feel like I need to write as much. One of the things that I kind of like to talk about and that I kind of like to mention is being boring in your planning process is totally fine. I, as much as the next person, love a fully decked out planner. But to be completely transparent, that was even one of the reasons why I took a little longer to make my July videos, because I got a little caught up in the whole, it has to be pretty, it has to be entertaining, otherwise they're not going to watch it. And in reality, planning at the baseline should be functional. I'm a mom. My son is 7. He's about to start school. My boyfriend's moving in. I am a manager. I also have a business on the side. I help a friend out with her media agency. So I do live a very full and robust life. And I love that. That is the type of life that I want to lead. But that means that my planning process is a lot more like minimal, I guess is the word, and not as extravagant as the girls who have, like the stamps and they're doodling and, your washi tapes and all of that stuff. I have those things, but I use them for a lot of different reasons, not always in my planner. So if you're somebody who you think that in order for you to be a planner girly, you need to be doodling and drawing and doing all these different things, that's so not true. Having a minimal planning routine, it keeps it functional, it keeps it fresh, and it also keeps it very approachable, and it helps you stay consistent with it. This is how I will be using the monthly planner in conjunction with the weekly planner. So yes, my passion planner has a monthly layout in there. I love big planners because the squares are bigger and I can just see a lot better and I have more room to write. However, I switch purses out a lot, and the purse that I'm carrying right now is too small for my passion planner. Also, I get text messages asking people if I have availability for this or if I have availability for that all the time. And I really, really, really want something that's small enough that no matter what I'm carrying, I can have it on my body and I can utilize it to make sure that I'm not double booking myself or accidentally overscheduling myself like I did in the last week of July. If you are new here, sometimes I will talk about my planning process, but at this point we are about to be 8 months into the year, you guys. Like, that's gnarly. We've been hanging out all year and I love that for us. So the reason why I just kind of talk about other things while I'm planning is because I want to help people understand what planning can do for you. So for example, I really enjoy making YouTube videos and I'm going to continue to do that into next year. One of the things that I really want to be known for is planning. And that's because I live a very robust life. What I think I am going to see from my YouTube channel as the years go on is it is always going to start with planning for the month. Some months are going to be less busy than others, and that's okay. That's normal. I'm not trying to put on a facade here to entertain anybody. It's really just, hey, this is where I'm at this month. This is what I'm trying to do and accomplish. These are things that I have to do, i.e., I still have not got my son's doctor's appointment up. I'm just slacking and procrastinating on that. Don't know why. But anyway, so I want all of my videos to start with the planning process and then show you all more of how planning for things has lended itself for me to be more successful. So as you can see, that is the August end of month recap. So I was like, oh, let me go back. So what I'm going to do is actually use the June end of month recap for July. Again, not wasting paper. And then this one is just going to be for August. So still going to be fine. Nothing got wasted, right? But what that's going to look like is so right now we're in August. We're going to see a full August date, and I may do an update video for where we're going to be at in August, right? My son starts school. So in August, you'll see me put in my planner or somewhere in my weekly layout, okay, we got to do back to school shopping. I am still doing markets until October. So you may see something about market prep. You heard me say that my boyfriend's moving in. So getting the house ready, and maybe you'll see a decluttering video. So everything kind of goes back to my planner because I like to plan and see what's happening in that month. The months go by so fast. Again, we're already in August. That's insane to me. It's insane. So planning helps me stay grounded, and it helps me see okay, you really wanted to get 4 YouTube videos up this month. Well, what's already going on in my life that I can record for you all? Because even though I live a very robust life, I don't feel like my life is very exciting, if that makes sense. In the traditional, you're watching YouTube maybe for entertainment type of sense. But I do have a lot of things going on in my life that I don't mind sharing with people, and you may be interested, and there may be things that you have questions about, and hopefully watching my videos are helpful. So you'll see the evolution of my life and the evolution of my month, but it will always start at my planner because I need to know what's coming ahead in order for me to schedule myself better at work, for me to know what days to take off so that I can be a more present mom, to comparing my boyfriend's and I's schedule to see when I may have to, give him some extra love and care, days I may need to clean the house because I won't be home for another week. All of that starts at my planning. So this was a weekly layout probably in July. And as you can see, I was doing my schedule, but I really wasn't actively in my planner. My goal this month is to get back to being actively in my planner and hopefully doing more frequent planner videos, even if they're just super short. I have to get over this whole, the video has to be long. We can just do a quick little, weekly check-in or something. And so I'm figuring it out. Bear with me. I'm new here. So what I decided to do was just right over this month. Clearly I didn't do right over this week. Clearly I didn't do too much. So I just changed the dates to start on August 4th, where I am still having a market. So it works out perfect because I wrote market on that Sunday. So that works great. So I didn't have to do that. The first week of August, I will be coming off of a really long work week. I will be doing my first weekend market where I have 2 consecutive markets in a weekend. I am practicing, you all, manifesting the life that I want. And right now, what I think that looks like is me running my business and hopefully getting my business to make like $500 to $1,000 a month consistently. Every penny that I make right now goes back into the business, so I'm not making any money. I love doing markets, so getting more serious about markets and investing more money there. I would love to see that. I love content creating, so maybe in the future there's some monetary, I don't know, something that will happen from that. But everything that I'm doing, I have to learn to balance it. You don't just wake up one day and be like, I'm going to do this, and then miraculously you can do it. Every single thing takes practice and every single thing takes time. So giving myself a lot of grace as well. So this week will probably be a less busy week as far as me trying to get tasks done, because I will be very tired from doing 2 full-day markets over the weekend and then jumping right back into work at my full-time job. Hopefully this week, Makai's doctor's appointment will be this week. I'm going to shoot for that Wednesday, and I will also be shooting to do back to school shopping on that Wednesday, which I cannot wait. I really enjoy productive mom content, and I think that's the niche that I want to go into, where it's like, yeah, we're planning. Let's talk about what we're making for lunch this week for Makai. Let's see his school supplies. What capsule wardrobe is he doing for school? Where did I get his backpacks and stuff? I really do enjoy seeing other moms thrive in their element, and I'm one of those moms. And I think it's even more important that I see it from women who work outside of the house, because that's a whole nother level of organizational skills that you need in order to run a business, run somebody else's business, while simultaneously not missing parent-teacher conferences and anything else that's going on with your children. So I really admire those women, and I want to be seen that way. So that's probably what's going to be happening that week. It's going to be back to school stuff, starting to straighten up the house, get ready for that transition to get Makai ready for school. This will also be the first week that my boyfriend and I are living together. He is a phenomenal person. I love him so, so much. Neither of us have lived with somebody for about a decade. So I'm not worried. It's just, y'all, I don't even record in front of people, so I have to get used to just even doing that, right? And he's going to be doing a lot more of the cooking, but I'm going to be doing a lot more of the morning routine stuff. So I'm really excited to show how that looks once we get into a really nice routine. I said all that to say I'm not trying to do shit for real this particular week. Okay, I am trying to do low impact tasks. Okay, maybe I'll figure out a day where I have time and I'll do a quick little 10-minute video of what developed over that week or to prep for next week. I really want to get into weekly planner videos on top of any other videos. If you can't tell, I just like to do a lot of stuff and like to be busy. So I'm writing back to school shopping right there with my cute little erasable pen. And I'm trying to write with the erasable pen more because, as you can see on Sunday, August 4th, I scratched out. Do I actually have a problem scratching out? No. Again, my planner is to be functional, not to be super pretty. But any prettiness that you see is also functional. The washi tape is because I don't want to get accustomed to making to-do lists for both work and personal. It's just a to-do list. That's all. I just got shit to do, okay? The pink that you see is because I visually need to see how much time I have. I've tried it a lot of different ways, and color blocking just really, really works for me because I can instantly look at that day and be like, okay, girl, you really only have 2 hours to do what you think you're gonna do. I suffered for a long time from overstimulation, anxiousness, that I was having a lot of anxiety attacks. But I noticed it was because I was trying to do everything in a short period of time. And if you're doing that every single day for long periods of time, it does impact your nervous system. What that looked like for me is that I would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I would try to get like as many things off my to-do list done. I would not have any downtime before my son woke up. Then I was getting him ready for school and then rushed from his school to then come back home and rush and take a shower and eat, only to like rush to work. And now I'm at work and I'm a store manager for a retail shop. So I talk to about 50 people a day, and we're not talking like cute little, like these people want to talk, man. So I'm constantly drained by the end of the day, but then I would come home and try to rush through some more stuff. The rushing was because I recognized I had a limited amount of time, but now that's not what I want to do. So limiting the amount of tasks that I have to do this week. I am really excited to keep working on my YouTube channel and really developing like my relationship with you all and helping you see how impactful planning can be and is in your life. It's not to sell you anything, because I don't really sell planners, but it has just done so much for me that I think it's something that other people may benefit from, and I want to always try to make it as approachable as possible. So if there's any ways that you're curious about how can I make this more budget friendly even, let me know, and I have no problem making a video so you all can see that you don't even need all these fancy planners. What you really need is a piece of paper every day, and that's it. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you again for being a subscriber. We're 102 deep. I love it. That is a huge success, something that I didn't think I would achieve this year, so I really appreciate it. And I will see you all for the next video. Bye.